After performing the ablution, Uthman said, "I am going to tell you a hadith which I would not have told you, had I not been compelled by a certain holy verse." The sub-narrator Urwa said, "This verse is, 'Verily, those who conceal the clear signs and the guidance which we have sent down.' I heard the Prophet, peace be upon him, saying, 'If a man performs ablution perfectly and then offers the compulsory congregational prayer, Allah will forgive his sins committed between that prayer and the next prayer till he offers it.'" Narrated Abu Huraira. The Prophet said, "Whoever performs ablution should clean his nose with water by putting the water in it and then blowing it out. And whoever cleans his private parts with stones should do it with odd number of stones." Narrated Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, "If any one of you performs ablution, he should put water in his nose and then blow it out. And whoever cleans his private parts with stones should do so with odd numbers. And whoever wakes up from his sleep should wash his hands before putting them in the water for ablution, because nobody knows where his hands were during sleep." Narrated Abdullah bin Ammar. The Prophet, peace be upon him, remained behind us on a journey. He joined us while we were performing ablution for the Asr prayer, which was overdue, and we were just passing wet hands over our feet, not washing them thoroughly. So he addressed us in a loud voice, saying twice, "Save your heels from the fire." Narrated Humran. The freed slave of Uthman bin Affan. I saw Uthman bin Affan asking for a tumbler of water to perform ablution, and when it was brought, he poured water from it over his hands and washed them thrice, and then put his right hand in the water container and rinsed his mouth, and washed his nose by putting water in it and then blowing it out. Then he washed his face thrice and then forearms up to the elbows thrice, then passed his wet hands over his head and then washed each foot thrice. After that, Uthman said, "I saw the Prophet, peace be upon him, performing ablution like this of mine." And he said, "If anyone performs ablution like that of mine and offers a 2-rakat prayer, during which he does not think of anything else, not related to the present prayer, then his past sins will be forgiven." Narrated Muhammad ibn Ziyad. I heard Abu Huraira saying as he passed by us, while the people were performing ablution from a utensil containing water, "Perform ablution perfectly and thoroughly for Abul Qasim," the Prophet said, "Save your heels from the hellfire." Narrated Ubayd ibn Jurayj. I asked Abdullah bin Umar, "O Abu Abdurrahman, I saw you doing 4 things which I never saw being done by any one of you companions." Abdullah bin Umar said, "What are those, O Ibn Jurayj?" I said, "I never saw you touching any corner of the Kaaba, except these 2 facing south Yemen. And I saw you wearing shoes made of tanned leather and dyeing your hair with henna, a kind of red dye. I also noticed that whenever you were in Mecca, the people assume ihram on seeing the new moon crescent, 1st of Dhul Hijjah, while you did not assume the Ilo ihram. Ihram is also called Ilo, which means loud calling, because a Muhrim has to recite Talbiyah aloud when assuming the state of ihram till the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, day of Tarwiyah." Abdullah replied, "Regarding the corners of Kaaba, I never saw Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, touching except those facing south Yemen, and regarding the tanned leather shoes, no doubt I saw Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, wearing non-hairy shoes." and he used to perform ablution while wearing the shoes, i.e. wash his feet and then put on the shoes. So I love to wear similar shoes. And about the dyeing of hair with henna, no doubt I saw Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, dyeing his hair with it. And that is why I like to dye my hair with it. Regarding Ilal, I did not see Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, assuming Ilal till he set out for Hajj, on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah.